Why do, as Christians, we need to be in that world? We need to be in that world because if we are not involved in the arts world as Christians, we're living in a vacuum. Then we're going to find ourselves complaining that the art is too dark, or the art is too perverse, or the art is not connecting with society. But whose fault is that? You can't blame people who are doing something you're supposed to be part of, but you decided not to be part of that. So you're living a vacuum. So if the art world is turning dark, if the art world is becoming irrelevant, if the art world is becoming immoral, it's your fault as a Christian who's supposed to be in that space. Like I said, I'm a Christian first, then I'm an artist. It's not the other way around. I think when we start to live a dualistic life or adopt dualism, we tend to separate ourselves from things that we're supposed to be involved in as Christians. Saint Augustine speaks about this in the city of God. He says that there's a city of God whereby we're looking forward to go to be with Him. At the same time, the world is created by God. The society we live in, the society that we are part of, belong to God. Therefore, that society, that city, is also a city of God by virtue of being created by God. Therefore, you need to be involved. We need to be involved in our communities and intentionally being involved in our societies as well. That way, we get to participate in the conversation. We get to challenge the culture. We get to create culture, so that we don't come off as people who are out of touch with reality or with society. It reminds me also with briefly, like with hip hop culture. Back in the day, I grew up, you will hear like rap music that was conscious, that was delivering a message, and the radio used to play that kind of music. But fast forward now, you get to listen to music on the radio. There's no content in what you hear on radio. And you'll hear people saying that, no, but this conscious music or this sort of like teaching music doesn't make, or positive music doesn't make sales, which is not true. It's a matter of what you give people. If you give people, let's say, dark work for a period of time, that's what people will adapt to. They will take that as a norm. But if you give people something that is to do with goodness, justice, and beauty, people get to understand that and accept that and not say, this doesn't sell. They will make a way to make that sell. So we need to be involved in the arts world based on those things. We need to bring about beauty, justice, and goodness. And we need to be good stewards of what God has given us and participate. Because we don't live in Mars and then we live in our society. We live in our society every day. So we need to, as Christians, to be involved in politics, in arts, in sports, in everything that society produces, because we're part of that society. So that's the reason why Christians need to be involved in the art space.